Nice to meet you. I'm pissed. First of all, I'm just gonna call it Pokemon Scarlet. I know the other game is the exact same. I am not saying both names every time, so basically Violet is off the hook. Perfect game, 10 out of 10. Pokemon Scarlet was already a game riddled with tiny flaws that still managed to ruin the experience for me. And while they are annoying, they are also tiny, so it feels in a lot of ways like Pokemon is so close to getting it right. For example, I really like the approach to making it a more open world design. However, the level system in place means you're almost never in the right spot unless you only level up when you can't beat a challenge. Problem is, this is Pokemon. You know, the game with that tagline, gotta catch 'em all. Not surprisingly, fans of this franchise like exploring and catching all of the Pokemon. So most of the time you're either underleveled from exploring too far in the wrong direction, or overleveled for pretty much the same reason. But that's not what we're here to talk about. It's simply a preface, a warm-up if you will. You see, Game Freak is one of the most frustrating companies for people like me who aren't Pokemon fans but still enjoy the games. There are endless examples of areas they could have done way more work on, especially with all the money they make. But perhaps chief among them is this stupid shopping system. While those in the know cool off from the blinding rage I just incited, let me explain for those of you who don't. In Pokemon Scarlet, if you're just a regular player, the only shop you'll ever need is the Pokemart conveniently attached to every Pokecenter in the game. But if you step even slightly further into this game, you reach a great system with a greater problem: sandwiches. For some reason, the game is obsessed with them. One of the main storylines is that your legendary motorcycle needs to be fed sandwiches in order to be able to fight again. There's a whole system in place to make your own, with friends if you want to. But of course, there must be some reason to make these sandwiches. Maybe if you eat one, you get various temporary bonuses that make it easier to find or catch specific Pokemon or shinies. Exactly! Now wait, I hear the audience cry. That doesn't sound bad at all! Oh, ho, 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 you simple, naive, extraordinarily handsome simpletons. It isn't. I like the sandwich system. It's a really cool way to give players a bit more control when completing their decks or searching for specific Pokemon they want to make stronger. No, the true problem is the barrier to entry. The front door, if you will. The front door of this goddamn shop! I know where the store is now. That helps me quite a bit, but it wasn't always this way. So let me walk you through one of the worst series of game design choices known to man. You see, sandwiches use up ingredients, just like real life. But these ingredients can't be bought from just any store. As a matter of fact, there are about 1,000 stores that sell pre-cooked meals that always only give specific benefits, and like 3 that sell ingredients. Let's say those pre-cooked meals are enough for you, even though they don't cover most of the available buffs. You still have to find which restaurant is which in a town of endless storefronts with gibberish text on them. There are symbols, but most of them are generic food-based ones, and even then, within the same town, you'll have like 5 of the same shop sometimes. So you look around for a specific shop only to walk into the same sub-shop 3 times in different locations. Luckily, there is a map. If you zoom in as far as possible, icons will show up telling you where things are, so if you know the name of the shop you're searching for, you can go there. I mean, it won't do anything for the bland, repetitive nature of the buildings, but it is a good start. Not that these icons show up on the mini-map. Oh, and I may have forgotten to mention, but one shop won't even have every ingredient. If you want to find them all, you have to repeat this tedious process with every new store you haven't been in as many towns as possible, because sometimes ingredients are only found in certain towns. Basically, it's a whole lot of work and a really dumb system just to get the ability to control a bit more what shows up in your world. Okay, when I put it like that, it sounds like it's worth the hassle. That doesn't mean I'm wrong. Where are you going? Come back! Subscribe for more complaints about doors.